Hey everybody.
Hi everyone.
Welcome to TFT.
Tarot for today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee.
Hi everyone.
Hi everyone. Before we get in together who is first, because sometimes what you guys see is not what we see, and I have to go with what's in my chat. But you know what? I'm going to make sure I have it on live chat. Yeah, that didn't change anything. So I have the order the way I see it here.
And so far we only got 4 people anyway, so.
But welcome to the show.
Welcome to
So
the
far
show.
we're going to read for all 4 of you for sure.
Anything special we want to do right now?
I don't know. Why don't you
Well, in case you didn't know, on Sunday we're starting our holiday giveaways, and this is a little promo that I whipped up to introduce that. So happy holidays, everybody.
are we back already?
We're back already.
Mine is slower, so I never know, you know. Well, indeed, happy holidays, everyone. We'll throw my other cute little picture out there.
Yes, even
Up
Sunny.
and here comes Sunny to just totally block everything.
Hello,
Well,
Sunny.
anyway, yes, we're doing some giveaways in honor of a few things. A lot of it is just the fact that it's the season of giving, and we want to promote the stream, and we want to encourage people to subscribe. So we will be doing a giveaway next Sunday of a really cool tarot deck, the Grimalkin Tarot, for our U.S. Followers and subscribers. And
Thank
then,
you, Gina.
oh, hi, Gina. And then we will be doing a for our non-U.S. subscribers reading instead, because we're not quite, how should I say, financial solvent enough to ship overseas all the time yet. Sorry, guys. But this is a low-budget operation.
But that day will probably come.
It may come. We're hoping. And so we have a couple other giveaways that will probably be on Facebook and Twitter, one for each. And then I have another one that's kind of in honor of my retirement next week. And I'm wanting to kind of throw everybody into the mix, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And I'm trying to figure out how to do that. So bear with us.
Hi, Dr. Victor.
Hey, Dr. V, welcome. Hey, welcome back. So that's really the main announcement. We are going to be doing a slew of videos soon, though. So stay tuned. Lots of stuff is coming out. And I'm almost retired. I've just got 2 working days left. And then, I'm on the payroll till the end of the month. But that's it.
Thank you, Dr. Victor.
Hey, thank you, Scott. Thank you.
Hi, Scott. Thanks.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Dr. V. Retiring from my job. I'm a librarian. I've been working in libraries for 45 years, but at my present job, only 18. So just a little over 18. So...
Indeed. Thanks, Isabel. So yes, as Banshee mentioned, we have a bit of programming coming up in the next few days. Monday is the winter solstice, so I'm doing a special tarot solstice meditation. It's about 12 minutes long, and I'm just using tarot cards to kind of describe the energies of the moment. We're also doing the monthly modality message, because as the sun moves into the next sign, we do our own modality reading.
And I have my Material Matters coming out that weekend. You've got your Emotional Exchanges. We're also going to be working on a 2021 prediction for the U.S. and maybe the world. I'm not sure where we're going to take it yet, but that's coming before the turn of the year, so stay tuned for that. And I just wanted to remark to Isabie, if you don't know our story, we met in a library, and so we worked together, or we at one point or another did the same job.
We followed each other.
Yeah,
through
I would leave a job and he would take that job, and so we have an interesting story. So now that we're both retired, we're going to be working together again as tarot for today. It's kind of an interesting loop.
Hi, January girl. Hi, Patton.
Oh, my goodness.
Mr.
Well,
K.
I got to get the list going, so I'll tell you what, Mr. O.
Well, I'll read the meditation.
Yeah, you're going to read the card this time, I think. I'll get it for you.
Please,
And you
may
can
I?
read. Yeah.
Oh, I want one over here.
Come on.
I'm
This
working
is
on
the
it.
Sacred Traveler Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. They're very beautiful. What do you got?
Surrendering to the journey.
Oh, and I went right to the page. And it says release control, Mr. O. Are you going to be able to read this print, or are you going to have a problem? It's a front and back. It's a front and back. That'll give me time to write the list down.
It's a time to let go. All is well. The Creator is at your side. You don't have to do it alone. Your life is guided. This is not the time to try to control the details of your life. Let it flow. There are times to hold on, but this is the time to completely surrender. Surrender to the greater forces of the universe. Let go of wanting to control your future. Simply turn your challenges over to your spiritual source. The Creator will escort you to your journey. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know surrendering is not giving up. You're not yielding to a force outside yourself. You're opening to your soul. By releasing hold, you allow the creative forces of the universe to spiral through you, which brings inspiration and direction into your life. Sometimes the journey goes a different way than expected. When it does, don't resist. There are times you can see the path, but you don't know where it leads. Not knowing where you're going can activate inspiration, insight, and creative juices. You cannot discover new oceans and distant vistas unless you have the courage to let go of the shore. You don't have to do it all yourself. Support is all around you. Simply open your heart and allow it in.
Aww.
And that was Denise Lynn's The Sacred Traveler, which is beautiful.
It is a beautiful deck. It is.
Surrendering to the journey.
Sounds
Hi,
good
Angel
to
Mary.
me. Hey, Angel Mary, welcome. Well, we've got a hopping Thursday night here, so we're going to get ourselves going. And thank you all for the retirement wishes. I appreciate it. It's been a really difficult kind of bump in the road these last few months, but I am so over it. And I am so looking forward to retirement. So, anyway, let me go over the list as I have it. And I know, Blah, you thought you were first, but you're not quite first. You're third. Divine You came in first, and then Aaliyah, Blah, My Sweet Christina, Isabie, Gina, Dr. V, Scott, Janice, Patton, and January Girl. So that's the list as I have it, and I'm sticking with it. So
You got Angel Mary?
and Angel Mary came in right after January Girl. Very good. Sorry about that, Angel. But we're set. We're cool.
It does take two. So I think we'll just introduce the cards we use as we go along.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
I think
so,
that'll save time because we want to get everybody in. So, hey, it's Divine You. What do we got, Divine You? Hey, Jenna, it's good to see you. Yes,
course
Sunny
you're at
is
it, yep.
back.
Thanks, Patton.
Oh, okay, Patton. Well, glad you stopped in to talk with us. It's good to see you. Love some of those tweets you send me. That was a cute one today. I don't know. That's my one thing about Twitter. You know, I'm a sucker for all these animal things. I try to restrain myself, but, you know, if
Go right
it's
ahead,
cats
Divine.
in particular.
Hi, Library Raya.
Oh, Library Raya.
Hello.
Whoa, welcome. I will get you
We're
on the
excited
list.
too.
But we do have a list, and we're on for 2 hours, so, you know, if you need to step back and forth and check on us. All right. So, everybody, where's Divine's Use questions? Let's go, Divine You. Go, Divine You.
So yes, my show will debut tomorrow at 10 a.m. like it normally does on Fridays. It's the emotional outlook for the things going on in your life for the next week. So check it out.
Low energy, eh?
Okay.
Feeling a little bit of that seasonal affective disorder, maybe.
Got it.
All right, I'm going to use the Ciro Marchetti Tarot, Gilded Tarot Royale. Had to test myself there. This deck, as a matter of fact, all of my decks are the Ciro Marchetti decks. They're just stunning. So that's what I'll be using today. And then I'll be using the Yuletide Lenormand, which is just really fun. All right. Sometimes the messages aren't, but the deck is fun. Oh man, you know, I've had my ups and downs with, you know, that too. I've been having some real sleep issues. But, wow, was it the night before last? I slept like the dead. It was amazing. And I slept all night through for the first time in a while. So I know about the low energy thing, Divine You. Okay. Here's one. We got the Page of Cups, and that's reversed. We have the Nine of Pentacles, and that is upright.
Nine of Pentacles.
We have another Pentacle, the Eight of Pentacles, you know, and that's reversed, Divine You. Why do I think this is about the waiting? Why? You know, about the job you're waiting for? Because you've got the Page of Cups reversed there, and it's kind of like, you know, you're emotionally strained, waiting for something to happen, waiting for something that would bring you great joy or relief, or, wouldn't you say?
You're very on edge, more or less, with this, and the thing is that it's fairly specific what would make you feel better right now. So there's not a lot of things that are really making you feel better. You just need one thing.
Right, and the Nine of Pentacles is like saying that, you know, it seems like, personally, I feel like your non-working life, you know, is going well. You know, it just seems like there's some stability right now, or some feeling of that you have what you need. Contentment. Right.
Or at least the level of that, or fulfillment. Most needs being met. A certain comfortability in what your surroundings are and what you're able to do in them.
But then we have another Pentacle, and this one's reversed, and it's the Eight of Pentacles. And so I'm feeling like, you know, you're concerned about, you know...
Some of this is a personal reflection, how you feel that this may reflect upon you in that network or that area of your employment or your occupation or career, that if this takes too long, it just sort of lets you lose steam or lets you lose value, or something, you know, suffers a little bit because of that, or at least that's your own feeling about it.
Hey, Blah, you are on the list. You're number 3, so we'll get to you. Just one more after Divine You, and then it'll be your reading. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles to me is a card of either somebody who is worried about, the work that they're doing and maybe that it's not up to par, or that somebody might be judging you that way. And so I feel like that's kind of this stressful situation here. And why do I think that maybe this is falling back on, the news that you're waiting for?
Because it is clearly about delay in the message you really hope to get.
So, I don't think you have to distract yourself from this, but just be aware that some of the energy that you're putting into this waiting for this job is starting to be a little bit of a drain on you, I think. I really feel some of it is related to that.
Yeah.
Not moving fast enough. So, it may seem like a convenient answer because we know what's going on with that, but those cards, the way they fell, it really does seem to fit the situation, Divine You.
Right. There's nothing really very external here. It's really about everything you're dealing with in terms of self, your feelings, your motivations, the lack of that. Because to me, like I said, this card shows you need an acknowledgement.
Right.
This card says that you really expect to be seen in a better light than what you're feeling is going to happen. And that's maybe what's driving some of the depression.
Okay, so I'm going to shuffle the Lenormand, and I'm going to give you a couple of cards here, and we'll see how that reflects on what we just told you. Wow. Okay, so we have the sleigh in the Lenormand, which is number 10.
That's like the ship.
No, it's number 10, right?
Yeah.
That's not the ship.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That is the... let me make sure I got this right. It's the coffin card. I'm pretty sure. Wait a minute. No, has it got the whip on there?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. This one's a little confusing for me in this Lenormand. I just want to make sure I'm giving you... Yeah, it is what I thought it was, actually. It is the coffin card. And so what you have to keep in mind, I think, look at that, and then you have the book card. So what it's telling me is you really want to find out what's going on. You want an end to this. You want an end to not knowing what's going on. The coffin is about ending, something coming to the end, You just want to not have to think about this anymore. What do you feel?
I agree. As I understand to be the coffin, I think that maybe it could suggest that there's a fear that maybe you won't find out, or that this situation will pass before you've had a chance to find out what's going on, what the problem is. Because I think that's the way your mind works, is you really want to understand, why is this happening? It's about getting
you want
the
to
reward,
get down to the bottom of it. You want to get to the bottom of it, which is another thing about the book and research. But also, I also wonder if this doesn't mean, because it's a book and you're taking your time studying it, if this isn't about, that maybe finally some of the red tape might be coming to an end. It's still making its way through, but, this could be about the red tape, and that maybe, with the coffin, it's saying that the end is in sight. You just got to kind of, I think, let go of it and let the universe do its thing, Just, you've done everything you can anyway. Now it is up to these other people to make their move. So that's what we have for you, Divine You. I hope that gives you some insight. But I just have a feeling
that waiting is the hardest part.
Yeah. And it can be draining. It can, So hang in there.
And yeah, that was an aside to Gina, if you're still listening.
All right, so Divine You, Aaliyah, you are up. And after Aaliyah is Blah. And after Blah is my sweet Christina, Isabel, Gina, Dr. V, Scott, Janice, January Girl, Angel Mary, and Raya. So what do you got for us?
Let's
going to message you back soon. So you've messaged them and they just haven't returned it yet. Okay. Do you want to use one of your decks?
Yes, the Tarot of the Cat People.
Okay. Speaking of cats, Sunny is not going to let me shuffle today.
We don't know for sure. It hadn't arrived maybe by midday. We need to check the mailbox.
I can tell you that I, checked the tracking, and USPS is not giving any tracking information on any of my packages that are coming that way. They say they are very backed up, and they mentioned COVID-19. And so I am a little concerned, but there was nothing I could see there when I went, to check the tracking numbers. So we're still keeping a watch.
I've been waiting just about 2 weeks for a special order of a special diet cat food for one of the cats, not this guy. And they think that it's just being delayed because of the mail. Normally, it's about a week. It's been, twice that about.
I someday, also something I ordered for my granddaughter that I expected would take a little longer, it came right away. And I honestly, it came through USPS, so I don't know what they're doing over there. But, everybody is really busy right now. We've been working with some banking issues and different things, and actually, this one person told us it might take 3 months for us to do something we need to do financially because of a backup. And that's just it. Everything is backed up right now. Angel Rivera, good evening.
Okay, Leah.
So are you out? Is your library shut, Angel?
Go ahead and cut them.
Oh, that's my turn. You're right.
You mean for the holiday?
Yeah, I meant for the holiday, the season break, because ours is starting next Tuesday. No, next Wednesday. I'm sorry. Next Tuesday is my last day, so...
Okay, Leah, we have your 3 cards. We have Strength Reversed.
Well, good. It's good to have that longer break with everything going on.
We have the Tower upright.
Okay.
That sounds like Discord itself. Or it is a proxy for Discord, the server. And then these are all major arcana. That's kind of interesting. And then we have the Hanged Man, but that one's reversed.
I think your friend is going through some stuff right now. The Tower is a card of like upheaval or something maybe that's just kind of thrown them off their game a little bit, I would say. And Strength and the Hanged Man reverse indicates that they are really preoccupied with them, with some issues right now. Could it be related to health at all?
Well, actually, I believe that this is more connected to the communication issues than just their personal thing right now.
Okay.
So having said that, I think that maybe there is something going on personally that's affecting them in that sense, that there is some big challenge right now, and that they just don't feel really that they're strong enough or that they're willing to make a certain change or a sacrifice in terms of that. So it's more like, I don't think it's a personal for you. I think it's more like some heavy issue that they're dealing with. Is that kind of what you said anyway?
Kind of. It is. I was just looking at Dr. V. I will write that down. So you just want a little 2020 outlook, 2021. Let's forget about this 2020 stuff. Okay. All right, we got you, Dr. V. Okay.
So let's go back to this, though. What do you think? Again.
Well, I just think that there's going to be delays. I think, the reason they haven't gotten back to you yet is because they are going through something right now, and they really are focusing on themselves. I feel that with the Hanged Man reversed, the Hanged Man is somebody who's willing to sacrifice themselves for the good of others, etc. But it's kind of like it's reversed now, and I'm feeling as though they're kind of working on their own issues. And Strength reverse may indicate that too.
Well, somewhere else along the way, I get the feeling like a mistake was made about something. I don't know if it's in relationship to their personal life or the connectivity issue or something. And maybe they're not ready to really acknowledge that, or even just to understand why that was a mistake or how that relates to function afterwards. That there's something that they need to correct, but they're not really strong enough, or they're not really able to perceive how to do that or why they have to do that.
Well, let me do the Lenormand before I answer that question, Aaliyah.
Yeah.
I think,
I think so.
it's okay, but to contact them again, but be gentle with it. Just say, hey, I'm just following up. I haven't heard from you. If you're busy, just let me know, and, we'll connect when we can.
Holidays can be really rough on some people too, so it could be something like that. They're just feeling the holiday blues. I have been there.
With my cats around, it's always good to have an extra table here.
These guys. So we have our two Lenormand. The first one, the polar bear or the bear.
So I take it, I just wanted to see something here.
It's a woman friend, a female friend.
It is a female friend, because that's kind of a female card, a feminine card, the bear. And then we have the acorns, which is the clover in the traditional Lenormand. And the combination here says to me, you know what? There's a timing thing going on here. There's synchronicity. There's something that has been keeping this person back. And I think it's perfectly harmless. And I think they will connect with you when the time is right, when they're able to do so. So you could wait a little longer. But my feeling is, it's okay maybe after, whatever length of time you think is appropriate to, contact them back and be gentle about it. And just say, hey, I know we're all busy right now and I don't want to bother you. But if you could, get back in touch.
I'm going to just agree with Banshee on this. I was starting to think about something differently with the card, but then I thought, no, it really is what you're saying. It is really an issue of them just kind of
finding the time, or finding the right time.
Finding the time is part of it, but I still think that maybe they're wrestling with ideas about how they feel about this situation and whether they feel they've learned enough to kind of turn the corner on it.
Yeah.
So to me, the acorns is saying like they've turned the corner, they've matured their perspective, that kind of thing.
And sometimes people miss messages and stuff like that. So it is totally appropriate for you to, just approach them gently and say, hey, I don't know if you missed my message, and I just wanted to follow up with you, and do it gently and see, how it goes. But I think get back to you. I think it's a timing thing. That's all right now. Doesn't look like anything, like I said, they may have some issues though going on in their personal life right now that they're dealing with. A little bit of, I don't want to say it this way, but it is the Tower, so I could say a little bit of damage control. All right. That's what we have for you, Aaliyah. Good luck with that.
Alrighty.
Hey, Blah, you are up. You're up next.
All right, Blah, this is now your turn.
And I'll go through the list again. We are on Blah. After Blah is My Sweet Christina, Isaby, Gina, Dr. V, Scott, Janice, January Girl, Angel Mary, Raya, and Angel Rivera. Well, that's interesting. It's usually till the 23rd, Angel. Ours is usually, I think we have to work Christmas Day. That sounded like a package at the door.
Oh, a package at the door.
I think so. Do you want to go take a look, Mr.
Okay,
O?
well, first
No,
of
you
all...
can leave it on. I can talk. I can talk.
I don't want anybody to see how much weight I've gained if I stand.
Oh
No,
my
that's
gosh.
not true.
So now the truth comes out. The COVID weight gain. Gina, we might have just gotten a package. I don't know. So we're going to just go pull it in.
Live TV, wonderful.
We just don't want to leave anything out there because there's been porch pirates. Not so much in our neighborhood, though, so he's got something. All right. Sorry for the delay.
Come on, can't you dazzle them?
Yeah, ours is Christmas. I mean, we have to work Christmas Eve generally, so this is really nice that they gave us those extra days off. I know, I appreciate it. We got two things. We got two things. And one says perishable, Gina. That must be the bark. Woohoo!
But what is
What's
this?
that? Is that for me?
That's for you.
Oh, it's a book I was expecting from New Worlds Library. Woohoo! They had a 50% off sale, and you know, I'm a sucker for sales.
I've been waiting for you. But I'll have to wait a little longer because we really got to get back to our show.
Yes, we're back to the show. Except where's Blah?
We do not see Blah.
I do not see Blah's question.
Oh, Blah.
Oh, Blah, you asked to be added to the list, and we did. We had you there. Oh, I'm going to put no by Blah, and we're going to move on, I guess.
Okay.
So, my sweet Christina, you are up. And then Isabel, Gina, Dr. V, Scott, Jenna, January Girl, Angel Mary, Raya, and Angel Rivera.
The bark is here. Oh, I can't wait to get it open.
He has been waiting not so patiently.
I'm jonesing.
Oh, they gave me a catalog besides the book.
Already.
So we have a question? No.
Yes, we do.
We do? I don't see it yet. Wait.
I do. Do you have live or top?
Okay, I see it.
Can we get with it?
Purposely, purpose or accidentally. Gina says, open it.
Maybe later.
Well, you know what? We are
sure.
always good to showcase your bark, but it might have to wait till Sunday's show, unless
We'll see.
Mr. O gets desperate here.
Can we get on?
We are.
Okay.
Was it my deck? Oh.
Yeah.
Why didn't you say?
I did.
Why didn't you say again? You can do two things at once.
One of us can.
Oh, wait a minute. I am the penultimate multitasker. Although I have to say, in my, 60s, maybe not so much. Oh, look, he's going for it.
I know it's really only one thing, unless I read the I Ching or something while I do this. Ah, people, this is like manna.
This is like heaven sent. Oh, there's a card. We'll keep that for later if you don't mind, Sheena. Oh no, there it is.
Wait, let's show it. Happy holidays.
It's a container,
I wanted them to see the writing.
and it said Happy Holidays, which it will be now. Oh my gosh, just the smell.
But wait, there's more.
Well, we're not opening them all, Mr. O. Oh my God, we have to bring out a bark for view. Or do you want to just focus in on that? There you go. Gina is like a magic, has a little bit of kitchen magic going here.
Okay.
That's awesome, Gina. You absolutely can. Okay, we'll sample one. We're sorry, guys.
So good. Do we have to do the show now?
Oh, Raya. It's awesome.
I'm so sorry. It had to be done. I'm sorry, my sweet Christina. I promise to focus now.
It had to be done. Oh, wow. Well, that's
good.
what I need to do, Gina. Oh, man.
So are we doing this as a yes or no, or how are we doing it?
Oh, so worth the wait. It's too bad Mr. O had to drive Monster earlier to the Secretary of State office. His car is having problems, and he had an appointment there. And so Monster missed out on getting some bark.
He got some last time, and I think he enjoyed it.
All right, let's see what's going on here.
Weren't we doing it as a yes or no?
Were we?
I don't know. Should we?
I want to look at that again.
Did
Where
someone
is
do
it?
it on purpose or accidentally? Well, I guess not. Yeah.
Let's look at 3 cards. But
All
look,
right.
there's an ace. Wow.
Okay, Christina.
We got the 8 of coins, and that is upright.
You have the ace of coins, and that's reversed.
We have the 6 of wands upright.
Well, that's a curious batch there, eh?
Well, I'm almost thinking that I would say no. That ace of coins is a little bit difficult.
Know
for
that
me.
it was an accident or know that it was on purpose?
No, that it was an accident. I mean, I don't see that it's on purpose here. Are you seeing something that I'm not? Are
No,
we
I'm
gonna
just
debate
asking
this?
you to address the way that it was questioned.
I feel as though there's something here, you know. Somebody is actually trying to. Is this the 4 or the 6? This is the 6. Somebody's trying to achieve a victory here of some sort, or some. You know, I feel like they want to look good as opposed to look bad. So I'm not sure they would have done it deliberately. By what I'm seeing here, and what is that's the 6.
No, that's the 8.
Oh, it's the 8 of coins again, and this time it's upright. And this is my Tarot of Dreams, Cyril Marchetti, I'm pretty sure. Wait, which one is this? Oops, nope, it's the other one. Well, we'll get into that later. The Tarot Grand Lux. I think that the 8 of coins indicates that somebody's working hard to get, I think, more recognized for being better. Don't you think?
Well, I don't think it was on purpose. I think it was an accident, but this is my only real clue to that just something is not working right, is that I do sort of feel like what Banshee's saying here is that there is an attempt to try to, just be in charge here, and also to utilize what you've received already in terms of guidance or lessons or education to try to further the goals there. I'm not sure what that has to do with your light cord. I just don't think that it was done on purpose. Maybe it's possible that some of this could be saying, I know this is going to sound kind of crude in a way, but maybe it was time for you to invest in something new somehow, that maybe it had done its purpose and you needed to kind of move on in a way. No?
Want to do a quick yes now?
Sure.
This might muddle the issue, but we'll see.
Maybe, Gina. Maybe.
That's with a big M where he's concerned.
Right now, it doesn't look like we'll see him again until maybe briefly on Christmas Eve when we drop off some presents and stuff. So,
But of course, surely we'll have some bark left by then, won't we, Mr. O?
no, it's not possible.
Well, it won't be, because I will be eating it all. And Gina, that is no statement on your bark. I love your bark. But I can't eat at the rate that this man consumes. Okay. Shuffle quickly, Mr.
It
O.
was worth the wait.
Oh, Isabel says she expects a sweet reading now. Well, we'll see, Isabel. You're up next, so we'll see. We want to do this other one for My Sweet Christina and see if we get any other beat on this.
Yeah, the reading is, in a sense, a little bit inconclusive, and I don't know if the
I
sugar
think we
tainted the
probably
reading.
should
I'm
have done a
sorry.
yes-no to begin with, but let's see. So was it on purpose? There's that one. It's leaning towards no, it was not on purpose. So it's like backing up the other reading. We do have some things here. That's the Three of Wands reversed. We have the Eight of Wands upright. Wow, does this seem to be leaning towards an accident to me? And the Ace of Pentacles came up again, but this time upright. And so I'm looking at that Eight of Wands and thinking that somebody was very fast and possibly potentially careless, in doing something. And the Three of Wands. Again, I think it was somebody who was not thinking when they did something, Do you get that feeling?
I can't explain that feeling. I think this tells me more about that the idea that maybe it was like a haste makes waste kind of adventure. But this has a feel about it that I can't quite finger or articulate at the moment. It just sort of feels like...
I think it was unplanned.
Yeah, it was
That's
unplanned.
That's the way I'm looking at it.
Just circumstances ran away somehow. So that sort of sounds like an accident in a way.
I think it sounds like an accident. But, why not? Let's check the Lenormand out on this. I think I like this blingy hat. I might wear it past Christmas.
All right.
Christmas in February. I don't know. Okay, we have the Stork, which is about change and new things. But then we have also the Lilies card, which is the poinsettia in this deck. And I think that, again, the Lilies kinds of speaks of some immaturity or maturation process here. What I'm feeling again is this was just a stupid mistake,
Is it possible that maybe the accident wasn't like a people error, like somebody tripped and smashed it or pulled it out or whatever happened, or that maybe just somehow it came to the end of its shelf life for some reason, like maybe something happened inside of it that just sort of did this? I don't know. I mean, it's not exactly the way you describe it, but I just sort of feel like
something needed to be changed or renewed.
Yeah, it's sort of like it is done, and it's run its course, and so you need something new now.
Well, I hope that helped. That's so what we have for you on that.
It's like it happened for a reason.
Yeah, maybe.
Hi, Teresa.
Is Teresa here? Oh, yes. Hi, Teresa. Welcome. Hey, all right. So we are moving on. So that's what we've got. Good luck, sweet Christina. Happy holidays if we don't see you next week or Sunday. Hey, Isabie, you are up, and we'll try to be as sweet as possible.
I like what Gina said about the salads and soups.
Well, I was reading, she loves my blingy hat.
He's licking the...
Oh,
envelope.
dear.
Sorry.
I can't leave anything. This man will eat...
It would have been a hard reach for me.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Yeah, see,
I think I've got room
This
here.
cat is so strange. He's attracted to sticky things, so... He finds an envelope on the floor or on the table, and he starts licking at the gummy stuff on it.
And it's not good for him. He's making these weird tongue motions now.
Sonny,
good
why
going,
are you doing
Sonny.
that?
Good going.
Why are you doing that, Sonny?
All right, so Isabie, do we have a question? You know what?
Yay.
He's very... we do have a hat, and we tried to put it on him. The only one that wore it for long enough to take a good picture was Sassy.
Well, on Facebook, I inadvertently posted... I knew I posted it, but I just didn't realize how bad it was to post it. It was like a 8-second video of him trying to struggle off the hat. I didn't realize that it was actually recording the video. So
general reading it is, Isabie. Your cards.
All right, my turn. So I'm going to use my Tarot of the Ages.
Okay, we have all calmed down now. My one book that I was waiting for is by Barbara Abercrombie, and she writes a lot of books about writing and writing technique and stuff, but this one is about, I'm just going to show it if people are interested, it's called The Language of Loss. And it's poetry and prose for grieving and celebrating the love of your life. And I'm really excited to read this because I really like what the books I have of hers. She has some really great writing prompt books and things like that. So New Worlds Library, they have a lot of good titles as well. I like them. All right.
He's going to knock the camera over. Sunman, leave the camera alone.
You're free to start the next project, eh? Okay. Well, so am I. Or will be.
It's not a classy hat, it's a Santa hat.
It's I don't know, it's a bling hat.
No, the one he has?
Oh, the one he has. Yes, he does have a Santa hat. He just won't wear it.
Well, sometimes he'll wear it. I got him to wear it in that one picture.
We'll see. We'll try to get him in it maybe for our Sunday show or maybe next Thursday show.
Okay, so your first card, Isabel, is the Upright King of Swords. Then we have, oh my, you have the Upright King of Cups.
Wow.
That's kind of cool. Let's get that over there more.
Yeah, we always like when we get these pairs.
And then finally, your third card is the reversed Two of Wands. So it's kind of interesting because the kings almost seem to be framing the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands sort of acts like an idea of movement in this interpretation. That, well, not movement so much maybe as just a change.
It's the Two of Wands. You know, it's really interesting to me because you've got these two kings that are upright and that Two of Wands that's reversed, and you just said over there you're ready for the next project. Well, you know, whatever you decide you're going to do, in order for it to succeed, because see, those Two of Wands are reversed, in order for it to succeed, you have to act like those two kings to make it happen. Okay, you have the King of Swords, so you have to think clearly, make decisive decisions, clear-headed, objective, determine if it's really for you or not, whatever you're going to do or get into. And that's the Pentacles, is that right?
No, it's the Cups.
Oh, it's the Cups. And also, I think the King of Cups is saying, are you all into this project? Are you all into this thing? Because the Two of Cups shows something, or I'm sorry, the Two of Wands shows something might fail. Plans or projects or goals have a potential to fail. But I think if you are motivated enough, and in your heart you really want to do it, and you also take control. The King of Swords is very much into control and making logical, objective decisions on the proper way to manage things.
Right. This is saying that you have to be more emulative of these king's energies. And the King of Swords, to me, also is about executive decision ability, or at least your world's perspective on that. Really being able to just really make the most important decisions. Not so much that it's flawlessly, but that it's just from an expert point of view that everything is taken into account, and that you're not prejudiced one way or the other, that you're not, swayed one way or the other. Then with the King of Cups, though, is saying that maybe a lot of love, resonation, kindness, a sense of giving goodwill to people needs to be strongly present too in this project. That you have to wield these energies of kingship in order to succeed. That if you're not tapping into them as fully as you can, it'll be a lot harder.
All right.
So we have two Lenormands for you. We have the storybook.
which is the book in the Lenormand, and the polar bear, which is the bear. Now, again, the polar bear can be a feminine influence, could be about self-empowerment. I think that what this is saying, it can also be about financial stability and security as well. So I think here, what it's saying is that, you need to make sure you look into everything, look into all the details. If whatever you're getting involved in involves finances in any way or financial dealings, you need to make sure you're doing due diligence and do the research you need to make sure you get this project off on the ground in the right foot.
Right, and this also says too that as you're doing this kind of work, this project you're going to start, that it really is you'll find out more as you go along how empowering it is to you. That's just going to really super empower you.
Because that's the other thing I would have said, Mr. O, really good, is that, the more you do, the more you do something, it empowers you. You get more confident, you get more comfortable. And so, the more you study and you just keep doing things and learning the ropes of how to get things done, you become more empowered.
You become those kings.
You what?
Become the kings.
The kings. There you go. Good point, Mr. O. Hey, that's what we have for you, Isabel. So good luck with that. Gina, you are up. Gina, you sweet person.
And
Speaking of sweet.
Guess what, Gina? I knew you were going to be here, so I brought the Karma Music Tarot. And unless you want something different.
Oh, with bedhead. Uh-oh. Oh, gosh, birthday boy. Yeah.
Oh, well, I have that Karma Music Tarot.
Well, yep, he's
You're
got
welcome,
it.
Isabel.
We're using it. Hey, you're welcome, Isabel.
Muhaha.
God, I'm sneaking a peek at my book here. I'm sorry.
Oh, yes.
So this is all her poetry and stuff. This is good. Well, it's actually a compilation of other authors. Okay. Awesome. I'm way behind with things. It was really hard this year I always send a Christmas and a Yule poem out in my Christmas cards for my various people. And I was really behind with this year. The muse was not liking the COVID Christmas environment. And so it took a lot out of me to write these, but they are done. And they may go out late, but people will be getting their Christmas cards.
Can you spot check where Teresa is on the list?
Oh, yeah, Teresa. Where are you on my list?
Uh-oh.
How did that happen? But
Okay,
Teresa
let's
came
see.
at the end, didn't she? Right after
Well,
Angel?
she came a little bit later.
She did. She's after Angel Rivera. So, all right.
Yeah, I think Angel was the last person.
So Gina, Dr. V, Scott, Janice, January Girl, Angel Mary, Raya, Angel Rivera, and Teresa.
7
We
to
should
8
get to
or
you
so
all,
down.
but I think we're cutting off after Teresa tonight.
Yeah, and if you have to go, just state your preference. We'll do it for you, and you can pick it up later, maybe.
Yeah, anybody who can't stay, if you can let us know you just want a general reading or something,
Your question.
we'll do it for you, and you can watch the video at your leisure.
Leisure.
All right, Mr. O.
Cut him.
I know.
The bedhead?
The bedhead. 12/22, such a magical day in a way, huh?
8 of Cups. Whoops. Ooh.
8 of Cups.
3 of Cups.
3 of Cups. Oh, there's a number of ways I can take that.
Well, 3 and 8 add up to 11.
Okay, is there a point?
I don't know.
Okay, go on.
And then the 9 of Swords, but reversed.
I think he's looking to, find a little joy in his life that seems to be lacking right now. He's trying to alleviate some stress or strain, and I almost get the feeling like he's taking off on a vacation or a trip. He's traveling. That Eight of Cups indicates that to me. The other thing could be that he's thinking of leaving something behind.
Well, yeah, right. The Eight of Cups sort of sounds to me more like, things are going on in him and that maybe there's a change, there's a fork in the road for him, or there's a new consideration. The Three of Cups.
He wants joy. He wants celebration. Yeah. He wants, who knows, maybe a return to normal life with all this COVID stuff. He wants some reason to celebrate.
So then what does that mean about the Nine of Swords? Because I agree with you on the three.
Yeah, I did mention that. I had said that basically he was looking for, is that the swords or the cups? That's the cups, the Three of Cups, right?
Oh, but I'm asking about this one.
Yeah, I said that in the beginning, that I feel like he's going through a period of wanting to alleviate sorrow, and he wants to heal. He wants something to pick up his life, and that's where I went into the Eight of Cups.
For me, it's sort of like this has already happened. Like he has,
right.
he has decided he wants to lose the sorrow and not focus on negative stuff, and so he's looking for joy. And of course, a lot of times the Three of Cups looks like some sort of wedding celebration or things like that too. So
Austin, we have a really long list. I mean, I could put you at the end, and if you can't stay and you want to just ask us a question, you can watch the video later, but you will definitely be the last one. And so, like I said, if you can't stay, just type in your question and we'll try to, get to it at the end, and you can watch the video. All right. Lenormand.
Yes.
Let's see what else we've got. Yeah, so I don't know what you think about that, Gina, but I don't know why, I'm picking up what's the word? A pleasure trip of some sort. He really wants to enjoy life again.
Yeah, it's about leaving some stuff behind, and I mean some stuff.
And it could be, what we call baggage. Oh man, see, this is the thing. Okay, so he's got the clouds and he's got the dark side facing the cute little Christmas mice that aren't so cute.
The nibblers.
So, I don't know if he's been a little under the weather, but definitely his mood has been kind of dark, a little bit gloomy, a little bit depressed. And I think he's trying to right now work through that and make some adjustments, or take a break, take a trip, do something more for fun than for, work. He
doesn't want to be seen by you or most other people that maybe aren't as close, physically close to him, as needy. And so he sort of has issues about it. Depresses him if you feel sorry for him, or if other people feel sorry for him, because he sort of has this, he's not a mouse, he's a rat. Well, I mean, no, I didn't mean that, did I? But, well, I didn't mean it honest.
Mr. O.
But he doesn't like being seen as needy or weak, and so that's a big part of this too. And so some of this getting away stuff and moving towards happier times is reasserting himself and saying, I'm not needy, I'm moving on. That's what this 8 is about too.
Right, right. There's a lot of deeper meaning, to the Eight of Cups. I will say that. But I was just looking at it in terms, sometimes, the tarot is like a storybook to me. And so when I look at the cards, I see the story. And I saw a story here of a man who just feels down. He wants to pick himself up. And the best way to do that is to take a nice vacay.
Could be.
Yep, that's what we have, Gina.
Alrighty, Gina.
She said he can be a rat. Okay, Dr. V wanted a 2021 message. I don't know if Dr. V is still here, but let's go for it. I will use, which one haven't I used? This one.
Well, I brought 4 this time because I knew Gina would want the karma, but I wanted to bring a couple other ones too.
You did? Ah.
So the only one I haven't used is the Mermaid Tarot. So we'll see. All right.
Okay.
Thanks again.
You're so awesome. Should I tip my hand? No, I'm not. Never mind. Pretend you didn't hear that. I'm not tipping my hand. Gosh, Aries just can't keep secrets well, like Scorpios.
Well, there's only a few secrets I keep really well. Most of the rest of them, it's just too interesting to babble about them.
Oh no, Estelle has come. Hi, Estelle.
Hi, Estelle.
Well, we have a busy night tonight, Estelle.
It's a pretty
I'm not
long list.
sure we can get to you. I'm putting you kind of in the gray area there right now. We'll see how it goes, Estelle. But you're welcome to hang out. Good to see you.
What? Aw.
2021. Well, we're going to just do a 3-card for 2021 in the Lenormand and just see what we've got here. We've got the King of Wands, Dr. V, upright.
Yes, that's very nice.
We've got Justice, upright. Well, then we've got the 7 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, let's give this a go.
These are all pretty good in a way.
You know, I think business-wise and work-wise, you're really going to be in the zone in 2021. You're really moving ahead, you know, leadership potential here, or that you are showing what a great leader you are, you know, in your field and in your place of employment. And I feel that that's what the King of Wands is emulating you, Dr. V, in this case.
I think you're a leader there, but I also think too it's your personal charisma, it's your personality, it's how you network with others that's also taking you over the top too, and that will provide a source of connections for you that will increase your career.
Yeah, and the Justice card indicates to me that, you know, it seems to me, well, we'll get to that 7 there because I think that's the only caveat. But the Justice card, it seems to me as though there's going to be a lot of balance and harmony and things just seeming very fair and balanced in the year ahead for you. It seems like you're able to kind of sail through the year, which is kind of nice.
Right. Most things that might take on any legal dimension, signing of any papers, acquisitions, anything like that, seem really well aspected here. And I think it's what Banshee says too, that most of the things in your life are really balanced, especially where it runs to maybe contractual stuff. So if you're moving and signing for new property or anything of that sort, leases, things like that, everything's going to really work out well and easy.
Sunny hair everywhere.
I know, that sunny hair.
You know, it's really funny. I just have to say something. When you had one of your decks out, I think it was the Cat People Tarot, I was looking at the card up there, and there was one sunny hair just standing out. It was funny. And I'm like, oh, that's sunny. So, all right, the other thing I wanted to add, Dr. V, for you here before I didn't talk much about that 7.
No, we haven't.
No. And I think sometimes, you know, we worry too much about things. You know, it's time to, you know, instead of worrying about your plans or projects, I think because you have this King of Wands and this Justice energy going forward, you need to just move. You need to not hesitate, because you could miss opportunities in 2021 if you hesitate out of just a fear of what if, you know. Just be the leader that you are. Take the risk and do it. The King of Wands just seems to indicate to me that you can accomplish what you want to accomplish.
Yes, I agree with all of that, and I've said pretty much that. I just wanted to mention that with that 7 of coins reversed, it seems to me like there's this idea here too that maybe somebody's going to think you might be a good person to work with something that has been set aside and hasn't been productive, like so that you might be given a project or a situation or ownership of something, and so there'll be an expectation that you're going to kind of take something that maybe is just sort of hanging there, and maybe you're going to make it produce more, or you're going to make it, you know, more viable for this company.
So we've got the Midnight Moon card for you, Dr. V, and that's the moon in the Lenormand, and then we have the greeting card, which is the letter. This again, like he talked about communications in relation to the King of Wands. And I think this indicates to me you're going to be very successful, through the way you communicate with others in the year ahead. Or even you will get some news next year that will bring you success. So it's kind of an either or with this card, I feel. With this combination?
Right. Within this year, I think you're going to receive some really good news that may be about either within your own life or within lives close to you, things that are of a romantic or family nature. So maybe you'll hear about friends or associates or close people having children or being married or celebrations of that sort. So I think that's just something in addition to everything else that it just shows that there's a personal life that's going to be really vibrant too.
And that's what we have for you, Dr. V. I hope you get to hear this on the video.
All right.
And thanks for watching our video version of this. So, Scott, are you with us? It looks like we might have lost some people, so I'm not sure who's here, who's not.
So the next reading is for Scott.
The next one's for Scott, and then, excuse me, Janice, January Girl, Angel Mary, Raya, Angel Rivera, Teresa, Austin, and possibly Estelle.
Okay, well, I'll bring up my fourth deck, the Mermaids, maybe,
Okay.
and we'll see if that's a good one to use, and we'll give Scott a moment.
We'll give Scott a moment to see if they're here.
You type it in their name. And maybe not this time.
Just another minute.
Yeah.
And the drill is that if you're not here when we call you, we put you to the bottom of the list.
Yeah, if you come back, we may or may not be able to get to you. We're just going to mention real briefly that, of course, Banshee has her own show on Sundays, The Material Matters, which is the weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. And then tomorrow at 10 a.m., these are both Eastern Standard Time, it's the Oberon's Outlook on the Emotional Exchanges, the weekly forecast on the emotional currents and undercurrents in your life.
And I will be in the chat room, as I always am, on Sunday mornings, sipping coffee. So, I can chat it up with you while we watch the video.
And then later on, we're in the chat room live for another session of live streaming. And I guess that leaves us back with, it looks like Scott probably didn't stay with us,
Yeah.
so we'll move on to the next person.
Well, we were a bit chatty tonight. I feel bad. We'll have to owe some people, I think. Wait a minute. These are free. All right. So, Janice, are you with us? Did you hang in there? Janice, if you're here, because I know sometimes you disappear.
Well, Thursday nights are funny. Either they look slow from the start and they stay that way, or they look slow from the start but they don't stay that way, or sometimes they're busy at the start and then they end up being slow.
Yeah, we never know.
We never know.
But the thing is, also, I want to remind people, please like the page. We really appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the page and be notified. Click the notification bell and you'll know when we go live. I think Janice is not here.
I just typed in their name, so we'll give them another moment.
Just a moment. I know she pops up sometimes. And Patton said no to a reading. So, January Girl, you might as well type your question. You are next. And we'll keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe we took a little too much of an indulgent break with the bark there, Mr. O.
Well, we got a little bit too high off of that bark, didn't we? Gina, that's your fault.
What's in that bark?
It's cocaine in a bark, baby.
Oh, man. All right. All right, I think Janice is gone. So, January Girl, are you here? Oh, wait, we're back up to 9 people. Okay. January Girl, are you here? We've had to move down the list a bit here now. Here comes Sunny.
Hello, Sunny.
I'll type January in because I already... Yay, Kitty. Kitty for the win. Well, I'm thinking January girl might not be here either. So, did Scott come back or
I don't think so.
Jenna's?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, Angel Mary, are you here? There you are. Okay, career in 2021. You've got it.
So it's my cards, right?
No, it's mine.
But I was going to use one for... Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You have 4 decks. It is fine.
Because remember with Scott, I had said I was going to use...
Yes, you did.
And then we never got one.
Sunny is liking the sparkly hat.
And... Start shuffling your cards because guess what? I dropped a card.
Oh, no. Okay.
And now this happened and...
That's all right.
I think we had too much sugar tonight.
I didn't.
Well, you never have enough.
Well, there is a truth there. There's a sad truth there. Mr. O has spent enough years with me to know me well.
That's right. Mr. O is also Oreos.
Oh, that's true. That is so true. And those, what do you eat? Oh, those horrible candies that stick to your teeth.
Dots?
Dots! No, I cannot eat dots.
I love dots. I like chewy candies. I don't like chocolate as much. I like chocolate, but not chocolate candy as much as dots.
Sunny is staring at something. I know what it is. It's our backdrop that's moving in the because the heater vent below it, and Sunny is just watching it intently. Okay. Okay.
Career.
Is that the 8 of Swords, and that is reverse, or
8 of Swords reversed.
Now we have the Knight of Cups reversed.
Knight of Cups reversed.
We have the 5 of Wands upright. Well,
okay.
I'm gonna let you go first. Yeah.
Avoid office relationships. If you're in an office or if you're no longer working
Or are you trying to say
from home,
office politics?
that could be too. That could be too. But with the Knight of Cups there, I put the romantic slant on it. So even if it's just more of a casual relationship than a bona fide, romantic relationship, this sort of sounds not really about career in a way. I mean, the one thing though is that 8 of Swords reverse sort of sounds to me like you might be pulling towards more freedom in your expression of what you do for your career. Like maybe there's been some limitations on you. Maybe you've been in a probation period, or maybe you've just been in a period where you haven't been able to really show clients or bosses or whoever what you can do, where your cleverness lies. And maybe a part of that, if I wanted to get away from the office politics or relationships, would lie in the idea that maybe you're able to do things with a certain level of dispassion so that you sort of look like you don't have a bias when you're doing this kind of work, what your projects are or how you implement them. You have a better stance at looking non-biased in this thing, if that makes sense. Go on.
Oh, okay. No, I was musing here because I had a thought. I think 2021 is going to be a highly competitive, energetic, possibly creative career for you, or career cycle for you, where, just to stay ahead of the game, you're going to be thinking on your feet a lot. But also, I agree with him that I don't know if it's anything romantic, that I wouldn't go there. But what I would say with that Five of Wands and that Knight of Cups reversed is that, you got to choose your choose your battles wisely, and also don't let yourself get emotional, to overly emotional about things. If there's struggles and disagreements in the workplace in particular, try to be, I'm not going to say diplomatic, but be better than others who might want to get into a bickering fight about it. The Eight of Swords reversed indicates to me that maybe 2021 is a year where you're going to want to break the cycles of some of this stuff. Who needs to fight all the time at work? If you're fighting or you're competing a lot, there's a lot of stress and tension. You're going to be looking for ways to alleviate that. You're going to want to kind of break free from that.
I think those show the opportunities to actually break out of where limitations might be, and to really be showing other people what you can do, just sort of like being able to give yourself a better look at what you're capable of. And I think that that's also part of what that Knight of Cups could mean too, is that being able to bring a sense of dispassion, that you're not showing you're biased, you're just showing logic.
So I don't know if you're thinking of switching careers. The other thing when I'm looking at this, and it's a year ahead, it might be something where you are thinking of leaving something behind because, the stress or strain might be too much for you. You feel a little bit of pressure somewhere in your life because of that. And so maybe you want to break free from some of that. That also could be indicated by this card combination in 2021. Let's toss the Lenormand and see if it can focus it a little bit more.
Gina, on that thing about dots, is that a bug? Because I thought that was a feature.
Oh, not for me, it's not.
That's the fun part, picking them off of your teeth after they've stuck there. Okay, maybe not.
Mr. O, at our age, we're lucky we don't pick the teeth off with it.
Don't go there.
I'm sorry.
I'm going in next week for a little adjustment on
That's
a bridge of mine. Not happy about that. What you got there?
Well, Snow Lady.
Snow Lady
Mary,
was first?
it's looking as though, the Snow Lady the star was first, actually.
That's what I thought.
So I'm thinking that, you're going to be really overall, despite any, stress and annoyances, I feel like you're very hopeful in 2021. Maybe you're hopeful because you've got this escape valve here. You're thinking of escaping.
Yeah, maybe you're already aware of what's changing for you that will give you more freedom of expression, I think.
Or maybe like all of this competition and, stuff going on in the workplace makes you stand out above the rest, star quality, and that's why I'm saying don't stoop to their level. Right. Don't stoop to their level. Don't get emotional. Just keep an even keel through any kind of conflicts, and maybe you will be the one that shines.
I just can't stop eating them. That's what we have for you, Angel Mary. I hope that helped.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, now that he's getting this work redone, Shh. I wonder why.
Shh.
Anyway. So we'll say no more. So that's what we have for you, Angel Mary. And hey, Raya, if you're still with us, it is your turn. You could have a general reading. If you have a specific question, type it in there, and it is your turn. Yeah, those...
Hi, Raya.
Oh, awesome. Okay, go ahead and type your question. If you just want a general reading, that's good too. You kind of got an idea of here what some people were asking, so...
And thanks for coming tonight.
Is my hat on? Yeah. That's just me, Sonny.
Ah, okay. Shall we use one of my decks?
Okay. Yeah, I used mine.
And we're going to use the Tarot of the Mermaids, which is this like semi-pastel light colors. Kind of soft and sensual.
Dreamy.
Dreamy, soft.
I like to think it's dreamy. Very emotional, water-based.
Yes, even the kings are mermaids.
Okay.
I know too much information, right?
I think I gave you that deck, didn't I?
You did. And I said, this works really good for certain
I'm
types of
still wondering
readings.
why I gave that one up, really, but I did. It just
Are you
didn't
in a
call to
giving
me,
mood?
and you being a water sign and all.
Aw, that's fishy. Oh, I should say sounds fishy to me.
Almost funny.
Okay, thank you, Angel Mary. I thought I could resonate to that one a little bit.
Oh, you're welcome, Angel Mary. All right.
Let's see what we got.
Okay, let's see. How will it turn out? Let's see what we get.
Okay, your first card is the Eight of Cups reversed. Your next card is the Four of Wands upright. And then your third card is the Nine of Cups reversed.
Ouch.
Okay, so I think there's some changes for the group. I think the group may change direction more than once, possibly. But I think that the group has potential to really have much to celebrate about, or success kind of is on the horizon for them, that they're moving towards a successful stance. However, they may, as a gestalt, ultimately realize that they haven't really achieved maybe a core objection, or that there's a sense of not everybody feels there was a success that everyone felt was the same or that they liked.
I'm looking at the fact that you have two cup cards here, the 8 and the 9, and they're both reversed. And these are kind of emotion-based cards. And I'm wondering here if there's an issue with how people are getting along with one another, and if everybody is on the same page as far as what the ultimate goal is, like if there's some issues there. I also
That's what I think, because of that 8.
Well, actually, I'm thinking because of the 9, but the 8 is interesting to me too, because okay, we talked about the 8 card before early on. When it's upright, it can mean somebody going off on a journey or leaving something behind for something better. But now it's reversed, and it's not a bad thing, Raya, but what it does say is that there's something about going back to the beginning, back to the start, maybe taking a look at what you have put together right from the beginning with each other, because I think the key here is, let me just get my little pointer. The key here is this, the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is, how sturdy have you built that foundation? You know, are you at the point where you're really ready to take off and go? Or are there some loose ends and maybe some things that were not done right from the beginning of putting this group of people together? Is there a chemistry problem between the people working?
Okay, that's interesting. And Libra, I'm not sure. We'll get to that in a moment. Janice, we did call for you, but that just means that you end up going to the bottom of the list and working your way back up again. Okay, so
let me throw some Lenormand on this and see if we get another beat on this. I'm thinking, how will it turn out? I think it's going to turn out as good as the foundation you have laid for it. Because that's what the 4 is about.
To me, I think that the 8 is more about the idea that there's going to be some changes of direction that maybe people won't, because you want to have some sense of a consensus, and that you won't feel that this is being achieved. Although it does seem to me like something good is on the horizon for you.
Yeah, because the Four of Wands is a very positive card generally. It's also a card of celebration, but it's also, you have like four walls, to a house. You have the Four Wands. And so they're kind of in the ground laid, like you have put the foundation, you're building something. I think it's still in progress and there's still some work to be done.
So let's see what the Lenormand says. Lenormand is another system of divination. It's not exactly at all like tarot, but there are maybe some minor resonances.
No, I get a very tricky one here because
the poinsettias,
the poinsettia and the
Father Time. So the lilies and the scythe.
And the scythe, yeah. And so basically, I think if people, how do I say this? If people act maturely and responsibly, I think responsible is the word here, and they're really dedicated to doing this job. If they cut through, you got to cut through people who are not serious, about the work. And if you do that, you end up with the people who are very, very dedicated to the goal. I think it will work out.
Well, they're the right set of people for a number of reasons, but the other part too is that they have the ability to grow more.
I think that it's possible this group might shrink in size a little bit. And the reason I'm saying that is, yes, because of the scythe. The scythe is about cutting through something. And the poinsettia is really,
right sizing.
I think the responsibilities, and things like that. Maybe it's a matter of making sure that people know what their roles are.
I agree.
That's what we see right now for you, Raya. I hope that helps.
I hope you like that.
And thanks for joining us. It's good to have you here. Anytime you want a reading.
So Libra, what are we going to do?
Well, I'm throwing them down there because you never knew who's disappeared, but we might at the end just have to draw one card for people if it gets really crazy.
You're welcome.
Hey, you are welcome.
Hi, Bethany.
Bethany. I don't know, Bethany. We have a huge list and not a lot of time left.
Yeah, we're in our last half hour, so we're not sure, but we appreciate you coming here. We can't answer just yet. We're going to see how it goes with our last few.
Yeah, we have a list.
It might work out.
Angel Rivera, you are up. Angel Rivera, and then Teresa, Austin, Asel, Blah, Scott, Jenna, Libra, and Bethany. And by the way, a number of the names I've mentioned are people who have disappeared and they may be gone.
Right.
So we might run through this list faster.
But either way, if you like and subscribe, you'll be notified when we're on again. And briefly, I flashed our schedule. We are on again next Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m. Usually, the earlier you get there, the more likely you're assured of getting a reading.
That's good to hear about your husband, Teresa.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, that is really awesome.
I've said a prayer or two, so I hope it helped.
Let's see if I'm going to ask, we'll do a yes-no. And let me do the first part first about your husband and whether he'll get one of these 3 jobs. Let's do that. Is it one of my decks?
I thought you called for Angel, though.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry, Teresa. I did.
Are you after Angel?
Yeah, Teresa's after Angel. I'm sorry, Teresa.
So we'll keep that question there, though.
Okay, Angel Rivera, you are up. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll do the question one way or the other, and then we'll get back to you on that.
Okay, Teresa.
That is good news.
We're really happy to hear that, but we will definitely do that question for you. Oh, absolutely. We'll send prayers your way.
Yes, I like praying for people, and you guys are a great bunch of people to pray for, so there you go.
Okay. Mr. O is in silly mode tonight. Must be the bark.
This is the tale that I have to tell.
Divine Spirit have for this holiday season. All right. No, Angel, we can get you. You were next. break the camera, Mr. O. Sonny really likes my snow globe. He's fascinated with it. And Shadow is scared of it. All right, Mr. O. Playtime's over with the Sun Man. Here. Oh, we got work to do.
Divine message for Angel.
Divine message, it's about what the holiday season is bringing.
And I thought he said divine spirit. He did. Am I wrong?
No, it says right here. What message? Oh, does divine spirit have for this holiday season? We were both right. Hey, one of us worked today. Okay, you did too. He had a lot of business to take care of. Lots of business.
How dare you! I got a lot done today.
Hey, I did too. Anyway.
Yes, it's very cute, isn't it?
Oh, this is awesome.
I hope it's not a booger that's
This is
stuck
real
there.
awesome stuff, Angel Rivera. You've got the Five of Cups and it's reversed, which is the way I like to see it. And then look at here. What more could you want during the holiday season? The Ace of
isn't that
Cups.
beautiful? Oh, that's so beautiful.
And you also have a Four of Wands. I love this version of the Four of Wands with these opening doors. It's just beautiful.
Oh, that's pretty.
Cyril Marchetti decks. I just love them.
Pretty, pretty, pretty.
So, the Five of Cups reversed indicates to me that something new is happening. You know, I feel like you're ready to set aside past disappointments, sorrows, and move forward into something new. This could be emotionally fulfilling for you. It could be a relationship, or it could be a deepening of a relationship. And look, you have the Ace of Cups right there. And so something that is really going to be emotionally fulfilling or bringing you joy and happiness. It seems like the divine message is to focus on the things that bring you joy and happiness this holiday season. And start some, maybe this is also saying it's the time for a door to open for you and to start something new. You know, whenever our spirits are lifted and we're in such a good frame of mind, you know, we think about things and we vision new directions for ourselves and stuff. And that's kind of like what I see is happening here.
Well, I think that Five of Cups talks to me about recognition in a way too, like sort of like everything is recalibrated and a sense maybe that things were in flux and maybe was uncertain has actually resolved and things feel like recognized, things feel like welcome, they feel like they belong there, they're there. So whether it's old or new, it just feels really good and recognizable. And along with that, of course, is this idea that the best is just beginning.
Yeah, that's such, I love that.
So it's really good for the holiday spirit. I think that maybe, you know, you reach some sort of personal spiritual feel inside about things, whether it's awakening to your own philosophy or kind of getting it inside, you know, that kind of thing there.
It's going to inspire you to, like, you know, maybe give you just the motivation you need to, you know, do something new, do something creative, do something positive that you love to do. I just love that too. I do. Yeah. Anyway. So let's see what else. What an awesome reading there,
Hi,
Angel.
Janice.
This looks really like a good holiday season for you.
As it should be for all.
Well, as it should be for all. Let's see. Oh. Do you feel like your other half is like your best friend there? You know, that's the dog card, the kitten, the Christmas kitten in this Lenormand. And then we have the wreath, which is the ring in the traditional Lenormand. And, you know, this is like committing to somebody who you feel has just been your best bud and companion and friend, and it's like a recommitment or a rekindling.
Well, it could mean too that maybe somebody that's close to you, a really loyal friend, a good friend, will be announcing, this commitment or this.
That's possible too. You might hear of a marriage.
This, thing happening, a commitment to bond or whatever it is. But I feel in general too that it could just be more personal. It could be yourself. Maybe it's somebody very close to you, or maybe it's just really the spiritual essence of the season to commit to, pure love and pure, loyalty with your mate.
Wow, this is pretty awesome reading. So, hey, are you going to try to winner the Grimalkin Tarot? That would probably, help.
It definitely wouldn't hurt.
Anyway.
Alrighty, so that's what we have, angels. So good luck, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
And Teresa, okay, we've got your questions, so we'll get right on it. So what I wanted to do first for Teresa's question, and let me go over the list real quick. Teresa, Austin, Estelle, Blas, Scott, Jenna, Libra, Cusp, and Bethany. So Teresa, let's see what's going on with the interviews, the job interviews first.
Your cards?
Let's do this one for this. I'm sorry, and then you can pull it out for the second yes now.
There's two?
Yeah, she wants to also know about the home.
Oh, okay, right.
Wow, the beginning of next year, that's tight too for that. Wow. Shuffle, Mr. O. I'll move this back now that the man is gone.
So don't forget, our monthly modality message is on Monday night. We haven't set the time yet, but it'll probably be in the early evening. And also, my winter solstice meditation with tarot will be later on Monday night too. So happy holidays, happy solstice to all.
Busy. And stay tuned Twitter and Facebook for my Christmas and Yule poems.
And they're good ones.
Well, they fit this year. Okay. It was tough. Oh, we're doing that. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 So we have the Eight of Coins up reversed, and we have the Five of Coins reversed, and then we have the Ace of Cups. So it is leaning towards no. It is not a definite no. In other words, these jobs at least might not pan out. Let me just look at that.
Well, asking about lifting.
Mm-hmm.
You see I'm getting one not heavy lifting.
I feel like these jobs may not pan out, unfortunately. I feel that way. But I sense that there is one possibility here that one of the jobs might pan out, but it may not compensate as much as you would like. It'll be income, but it won't be as great as you would like. I feel here right now the market is, it's still very, it's not going well. And I do feel like he might be up against some stiff competition where, people are comparing, skill levels and things of that nature. I just get the feeling that, depending on the amount of candidates there are, that, your husband just might not be able to measure up.
Right, and it's probably mostly because we're asking specifically about the lifting aspects of the job, that maybe that really is just basically going to work against him on that. But he should definitely, pay attention to his health needs and not, put himself in a compromised situation there. So I more or less agree with Banshee. I think that this one too could also be saying that there is maybe a possibility later things will work out, but it might be not in the very immediate. I'm thinking it's just really got to move through a cycle, and maybe there may be more opportunities to find those kind of jobs that don't require the lifting.
Well, I'm looking here at this 5 reversed, and that's where I was getting where the job might not be as, pay as well as you might like. But the other aspect of the 5, if the jobs don't pan out, is that the 5 could just be indicating that there is going to be some type of recovery. There is a healing taking place. I think it's a matter of time, and I know you're on very short time here. I'm not sure it's going to make that time frame or not. And it's really interesting to me, Teresa. You're in the States here, right? You are.
Right.
So I'm thinking here that, how they're talking about another stimulus and maybe some help for some people, that there might be something that you might be able to come along that might be able to help you, in your situation. This is not the same upright or reversed as it is upright. There is some desperation, but there's kind of a recovery taking place.
I agree with that. I think we should do the Lenormand.
Yes. No. We have to find out about the house.
The other one. Okay.
Get your cards for that.
Alrighty.
Now we are asking a home by eviction time. And then I think the Lenormand I draw is just going to be a general kind of outlook, instead of tied to either of these readings. Or we might find it might tie to one reading more than the other.
All right, Gina, good night.
Hey, Gina, good night, night.
Yeah, I agree. I can't do lifting anymore either.
Well, yeah, it's kind of rough. I don't know what I'm going to end up doing. It's funny. I said I thought I could be happy doing what he's doing right now, just shelving books and being in a library environment that way. But, I have back issues too.
So. Let me tell you, I do a lot of the shelving, and all that bending over is getting to me a little bit. Yep.
So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do in retirement yet. But I did throw a resume out there somewhere for a part-time job, so we'll see if that pans out.
So this is the second part of your question, Teresa.
All right.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time.
For what? I know.
Her question.
I know.
Beginning of next year.
Oh, well, you know what? It's leaning towards yes, Teresa, that you will be able to get a house or someplace to live. The reason being right here is we have this Three of Cups, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, it's the Three of Cups. We have two aces upright, the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. And so the Three of Cups is indicating to me a celebration of some sort. Like maybe that something comes through, however you do it, whether it's through some agency you can place you somewhere, whatever the case may be, it seems like you will be able to do this. I don't want to give people false hope, though. I'm going to do the Lenormand and see what it has to say. But right now it's looking pretty positive. So run with that, and do everything. Remember, these things don't just drop out of the sky, so you have to make this happen. So
okay, sorry, Jenna's. You know what? I think you mentioned a little while back, Teresa, something about a daughter in Nebraska or somewhere. But I am wondering if maybe there is like some sort of close connection that helps you. I don't know if it's a child. Maybe it's somebody who knows your child and who's in a position to help closer to where you're at. I do sort of feel like maybe the assistance or the help might come from somebody who's more closer to you than just an agency necessarily. Okay, so you have the home. We're talking about the home.
This is really interesting.
And you have the stocking, which is...
The flowers.
The flowers.
The flowers means a gift or something given to you. Now, I can't imagine a home is just going to drop out of the sky to you, but what I think it indicates to me, since you've got the house card right there, that I feel that you're going to find something. Something is going to come to you, and you will feel like it is a gift, you know. And who knows, maybe you will be able to be placed somewhere or whatever, something falls into your hands. But I'm trying to be a little bit practical here in saying that I feel like something positive. That flowers card is very positive, and you put that flowers card with that 3 of Cups cards, that just sounds great.
I do feel that, and you're right, it was Oklahoma, I remember now. Okay. Thank you for helping me with that. And I understand that, but maybe it's just through a connection that something they know or someone they know that maybe is better predisposed. But regardless of that, I do feel like what Banshee says, especially with these Lenormands, that, hey, let's all keep praying. We'll pray for you too. Because maybe something fortuitous is just likely to happen, or something unexpected, or something giftful. And, you know, a gift can come from different ways. I mean, a gift isn't always just somebody who likes you gives you something. Sometimes a gift just comes unexpectedly. So
that's what we have for you. I wish you the best. Good luck with that.
Wishing you the best.
Do keep us posted.
Thank you, Teresa.
And prayers to you guys. Hey, Austin, are you with us? Because I don't know that you ever came back.
And I see we have another person here.
Just check for a moment. I know I saw Yolo's here. I don't know if we could get to you tonight, Yolo. We're running towards the end of our show, but it is good to see you. We're doing okay.
Happy holidays.
I hope you're doing well.
Happy holidays.
Austin is here. Okay, Austin, you are up.
I'm glad you stuck around.
Yeah.
And you are welcome, Teresa. Blessings of the season for you.
You know, we might do one card for some of the people at the end we can't do total readings for. And with our apologies, but it's a busy night tonight.
And it's funny because Thursdays usually aren't always. So.
You little man.
Good night, sweetie. Good night, Teresa.
Take care. Have a good sleep. All right, Austin, go ahead. Type your question. And then is Blah back? If Blah, you're here, you can type your question after Austin. Okay, currently on the right path spiritually. That's a good question. Are you
Go
doing?
Ahead.
Okay.
I did the last one, didn't I, mermaids?
You did indeed, Mr. O. Let me grab these.
So we're a little cold here tonight in Detroit area. It's 30-ish and probably dropping.
There is snow on the ground.
There is snow on the ground.
About an inch, maybe an inch and a half. I think an
something
inch.
Like that. It's not a super a lot.
No. And it was snowing through the day. It looked really pretty out there. Well, I sat here and worked to watch the snowflakes fall. Here. With my constant companion cats. Who was it today? It was mostly the Shadow show. Shadow was around a lot.
How do you want to do the question?
Just a yes, no, I think.
Alrighty. And then we'll clarify with Lynn.
Yeah.
So don't forget, everybody, if you come to the live stream and you are a subscriber on Sunday, this Sunday, the 22nd, you will be able to win a chance at either, if you're US, a tarot deck that we're giving away, the Grimalkin Tarot, or if you're non-US, we will give you a whoever wins the raffle, a 12-card calendar reading. And we can do that as a video for you or as an email.
Okay. Well, it looks like it's leaning towards yes, Austin. I'm not sure, why you're having doubts, but let's look at this a little more.
Right,
so you did get the two aces, which is leaning towards yes. And then you've got the Four of Wands. This has been coming, this is like the third time. The Four of Wands has come out and it's reversed again. But now I want to bring up the fact that the Four of Wands is never a bad card. It's just not. What I think it means, though, is, that have you really laid the foundations here with the path that you're on? Have you really, studied, taken the basics, really gone in deep? I think what it's saying here is that also maybe there's just more work that needs to be done before you feel that this is the right or wrong path for you. So I'm thinking that even though it's leaning towards yes, you obviously have some questions. So I think what you need to do is dive deeper into it before you decide to abandon it.
Well, I agree with Banshee for the most part, but I also think that Four of Wands reverse, the picture gives me this idea that maybe what you want to do and why this is reversed now is because you cannot do it, is you want to be able to speak with people, to counsel people, to advise people, to communicate with people, that maybe a part of what your calling is about bringing people together. So maybe besides being a counselor, maybe you could be a priest type person, or maybe you could be an advisor.
Well, you've given me something to think about here, because yes, the Four.
But I agree with her that I think you're limited because you can't quite get there now in the current environment.
I shouldn't have interrupted that.
That's okay.
The Four of Wands does have the social element to it a little bit too, or the fact of working with a group of people. So, I mean, maybe you just haven't found your niche there with people, but, try to commiserate more, go to more gatherings, spiritual gatherings, and communicate with others, and learn from them as well, and if you have some doubts and concerns, maybe there's somebody that you can talk to about it as well.
I know that different people like Shar Wilcox and Violet Ann also post things about
on Twitter and YouTube.
More on YouTube, okay. But they post things about the more reader community, the more New Age community, rather than maybe Christian or Muslim or something else. And I'm thinking that those are the kind of areas you want to find Zoom meetings or conferences where you can go that are for free and you can listen to speakers and things like that, specifically about things where maybe that might give you those, if you're at all interested in what I've said about bringing people together and counseling with them, those might be opportunities for you. But there might be a lot of other virtual resources or physical resources that are available at this time. What you got?
So I don't know if this is an organized religion or not, but I ended up pulling, the first card I pulled was the Clock Tower, which is the Tower card, which could indicate a structured church, something like that. But at any rate, let's call it your religious or your spiritual institution, your spiritual foundation in this case. And then I drew the Tree card. And so I think the Tree card is challenging you, to say, to grow more into this path before you let it go. The Tree card is about growth. The Tree card is about, there's the Tree of Knowledge. So it kind of ties into what I was saying, I think, a little bit here. And some of what you've had to add. So what do you think? What's your perspective on that?
Right. I think you are meant to try to find this path. And I think that mostly the only thing that's really inhibiting you now is just being able to actually connect with people, because that's probably where your talent lies, is being able to connect with people. You might need to work on your skill level, feeling comfortable doing this, but I think you are born to it in a way, or I think that you are being guided towards this from what I can see. So look for those opportunities. Maybe connect with us on Twitter or Facebook on the side, and maybe we can give you more advice about where to find those opportunities.
I think the growth factor is there for you if you want it. I think that's what the Lenormand is telling you. But, we don't have to tie ourselves down to one faith or tradition. You'll know when the right time is to move on. I think the cards are saying right now, if you're really on the fence, maybe give this another shot and try to go in really deep and see how it goes.
All right.
That's what we have for you.
Thanks, Austin.
So who's next? We have Acel. Are you with us? Are you still here, Acel?
We'll give him a moment.
We'll give Acel a moment, and then I have Blah, but I don't think Blah responded because I'm not sure. Okay, Acel's right there. Who's coming towards you in love for 2020?
And you're welcome, Austin.
Well,
okay,
let's see.
Mermaid.
Yes. I'm putting these back.
All right, Acel.
You're
Happy
welcome,
holidays, Austin. Good luck in the new year.
All right.
And Jenna's pooped out.
Yeah, I know that. I crossed her out.
I was a little bit tired. We'll catch her next time.
Yeah. Well, she came a little late, and then she disappeared. Jenna. All right. Got it.
Do we want to do this your way?
Yeah. But remember, it's not about marriage, then it's just about who is coming towards them.
Right.
So we can figure it out.
So I flip over to a court card.
Yes.
First one. Okay, the Knave of Wands, which is the Page of Wands in most decks.
It's really interesting to me because I don't know if that necessarily signifies the person that's coming to you, but what it does signify to me is there's probably a relationship coming to you. But
yes.
We'll talk about it as a person in a minute.
Okay.
Now we want a major arcana. Oh.
The Wheel.
The Wheel is reversed. Okay. And then the final card.
The King of Swords. Well, the Page of Wands could signify a person who's young or young in spirit, young in mind. They could be a fire sign, a fiery energy person.
I'm flipping this.
Are you?
Yeah, only because I almost think those first two cards relate to a relationship is coming, and the King of Swords might be the person.
Okay.
Well, I don't know why, but
I can
but
work with
you could always. It's possible.
Well, why don't you explain why you flipped that one first? Because that's the fall guy.
Because I know, but it's just like news of a relationship, and I just feel like it's a relationship coming. But he's right. In the way that I read these cards, this would be the person you are meeting. So in that vein, I do think this person will be a little bit younger, or at least in maturity. Maybe they just don't have they're just a little naive. But they're very industrious. They're very super productive and smart.
Well, I also feel too like maybe there's a parental influence with this person. Like maybe they come from a good family, quote unquote, and so they're involved in trying to better their child. So they're encouraging them to go to school or take up a trade or something like that. So they want them to be masterful, and I just sort of feel that's coming from the family's point of view that they're impressing that upon them, because perhaps. Maybe. And what do you call this position?
Well, that's the theme. the underlying theme of the
is
relationship.
that maybe to some degree the person has had some startups and back downs from different types of activity or occupation, and they just haven't been satisfied, or nothing has really meshed well for them. Maybe there's been some problems, I don't know, but somebody is trying to give them guidance. Maybe that's not their family, maybe it's just somebody who means well.
Well, I feel the the Wheel of Fortune. What am I saying? The Wheel of Fortune is reversed, and to me, that's talking about possibly the fact that this person has just gotten out of a kind of relationship that did not go the way they wanted it to. You know, circumstances just kind of blew up in this relationship, and you know, you might be getting somebody who has just gotten out of kind of a difficult time in a relationship.
So what's coming towards you may be somebody that's not incredibly mature, but they might have some interesting background in terms of future, like they're grooming themselves or they're being groomed to be a better person in the future, but this may kind of distract them from the relationship. Maybe the relationship would just sort of be hit and miss for you guys.
Yeah, the King of Swords is somebody who I think has maybe, you know, they're a little bit immature with this Page of Cups, but but they're growing. They're growing possibly through some of the experiences that they had. So I feel this negative experience, this relationship that they went through has taught them some lessons, you know. The only downside to that is they may be just a little bit cold and you know, afraid to connect too deeply at first. The King of Swords kind of like that sometimes.
Maybe a little analytical, maybe a little bit more question-based, like they have to have answers to questions.
I'm thinking it's in terms of what the experience was is making them like that a little bit.
Sunny.
So we'll see what happens with that. So let me throw some Lenormand for you.
Stop knocking over the camera.
Wow, this has been a full night, and we just went into some overtime. So let me see who's left on this list here, who's still here, and we'll see what we can do. But let me get this one done for Asel. Okay. Well, Asel, the key. That card's been coming up a lot. The key is to not give up hope. You know, the star is here, and the key is to open yourself up to, you know, a positive experience and happening for you in the year ahead.
Right. I agree with that, because I was going to say, although it seems unlikely, you know, it's coming towards you, it doesn't have to necessarily be something that you stake your career on. Right. I mean, maybe it lasts a year, maybe it lasts a couple of years, maybe it lasts longer, because there are some factors that go both ways there. So it's really also the amount of how much you want to put the key in the lock and work with it, you know, because you got to be a part of that process too. So
right,
it may be that,
relationships are a double.
Right, it may be that there's something about this that will inspire you, and so maybe you'll want to work with it. But I do think it's the one that you're moving towards in the new year or soon, and you know it'll be it won't. There's nothing intimately bad about this. This isn't a bad person. It's going to hurt you.
Not at all.
May present challenges.
Okay, that's what we have for you.
All right.
So Blah is not here. Is Scott here?
I think we're going to move through the list.
We're going to move through this fast, I think, because there's a number of people not here. I think Scott is gone. Libra Cusp, are you here? Speak now.
Anybody else?
Bethany?
Can you tell if anybody's in the room?
There's 5. What do you see?
I don't see the room.
You're welcome, Estelle.
I see 5. You're right.
Okay, what about YOLO?
We could do YOLO.
I'm asking if they're here.
Oh.
These are the people, the names I have left. If any of you are here,
some people may be in the room, but they may be distracted.
YOLO says yay. Okay. Lucky you, YOLO. So you can go ahead and give us your question, and we're going to end the day with you.
Because you only live once.
Oh.
Yay for YOLO.
So did we use your cards on that one or mine?
We did. We used the mermaid.
Okay.
Ah, okay. Should we use the mermaid again?
Ah. With your life partner. When? It's that infamous question, when? Well, we'll see if we can find out. Go ahead.
Alrighty. So I like to use the Tarot of the Mermaids for the relationship type questions. It just has a nice soft sensual feel, dreamy, like Banshee says. And we will close out our evening with you. Thank you very much. We are doing good, thank you. And there you go.
Okay. Yeah, we are doing okay, all things considered, around here. But our state is actually kind of decreasing with the COVID cases, and we're feeling a lot better. We're very cautious still, but we're on a better track than some of the states in the country right now.
Yeah, I think that we started to turn in the other direction only because our governor has been good about, re-implementing those policies. Anyways, on to YOLO. Okay, we have the reversed Knave of Swords.
Okay.
That's like the Page of Swords.
It's funny.
We have the reversed Seven of Cups.
Okay.
And then we have the reversed Ace of Wands.
So this is about...
When?
Oh, when? I'm thinking not too soon. And why? Because we have... Well, it's hard for me to say. What is the Ace of Swords?
It's the Ace of Wands.
Oh, the Ace of Wands. But... Well,
it's reversed.
okay. And what is... read the cards to me again.
Okay, this is the Knave of Swords reversed, so that's a page.
Okay.
This is the Seven of Cups reversed.
Oh, and then we have the Wands. That's hard to peg a time.
Some of this seems to indicate that maybe a focus will come clearer, like somehow you're going to have maybe a few choices or a few things to wade through in order to find this, but it's still going to be delays here.
It's interesting that last love reading we did, which was a love reading, and this one we start with the page, and the page in this case is reversed, and it's the Page of Swords.
And
we have that one. That's the Seven of Cups. To me, I feel that it might take a while because there is some there may be, how do I want to say this?
Other elements going on.
There may be other elements going on and distractions that you have to clear away before, somebody can come into your life, whatever that may be, whether it's concerns with work, family, other personal issues. They have to be cleared away before somebody is going to be able to come in. And that's the Ace of Wands reversed. It seems to me that there's a potential here that there could be that there could be like a few false starts before you actually find the person who's going to be the right one. I feel like there's going to be some people coming into your life, but they're not going to be the right one.
You're picking up what I did. The distractions are coming because there is a false start. I don't think there's going to be a lot of them, although there are a lot of distractions.
Well, maybe that's what I'm picking up, because it's a lot of distractions.
There are a lot of distractions that maybe are other aspects of your emotional life. There are obligations to parents, children, siblings, cousins, other people that are there in your family that maybe you have interaction with. But the real distraction is this young person here, the Page of Swords, who basically is sort of immature and sort of wants to create action for themselves or drama for themselves, but isn't really sincere enough to maybe follow through on any of that. So they're the distraction if they somehow manage to pull you into their orbit, because you might feel that they're attracted to you or that something is happening there. But it probably won't work out. That's the Ace of Wands. It probably wouldn't work out with this person. Even if they're not a young person, younger than you, there's an immaturity or there's an insincerity about them. Maybe there's also the possibility that they might have some other mental distractions of their own.
So I'm just going to say that I feel that he might be right. What this might be telling us is that there's this one thing that you may be going through before, something else is going to open up for you. I just think there's one relationship that's coming your way, but it's not going to be the one. It's not going to be the one.
I'd say that I've been taking a long way of telling you that basically you got one more crappy or not so great relationship to get through or over, or try to avoid. I mean, maybe you could try to avoid the next relationship, because I think it's somebody that maybe is just not a good person.
I really think we have it here, because see, there's the clouds again, those darn dark clouds, and the dark clouds are facing the stork. And so I feel like something new is coming, but the relationship ends up being something that brings you down.
Stay out of the rain.
It's not something that you want to immerse yourself in too deeply. So, and I think you're going to find that out, and it's going to be a disappointment to you, because see, the cloud sometimes is about depression. Don't let this get you down. No, this is part of the process of getting you to that life partner that's really the right one for you.
I'm picking up a little, I don't want to be a danger queen, but I'm picking up a little bit of a danger vibe here with this guy, the Ace of Wands reverse, and I'm wondering if this distracting person that may be insincere is going to try to involve you in a project of theirs, or more likely a scheme of theirs, and the results would probably waste your time, waste your money, waste your goodwill with other people. So I'm thinking Mr. or Miss Tall, Dark, and seems too good to be true is too good to be true.
I'm sorry I don't have better news for you, YOLO. You waited, you wanted to get a reading. But you know what? I just think this is part of the evolutionary process. And remember, Tarot's only a snapshot in time, so things could shift and change. But right now, I'm just getting this feeling, because you asked kind of a long, well, it doesn't have to be long term, but just when will your life partner come to you? And I feel like there's this life experience that for whatever reason, you're going to be encountering before you achieve that final, that one that's for you, that's meant for you.
It's always possible that after several weeks or more, that maybe situations might change, and that maybe this fate or future might not be so possible. So you're always free to ask us again in a few weeks. Maybe things will be different.
Hey, take care, YOLO.
Bye, YOLO. Thank you.
Thanks for stopping in. And thanks, everybody, that we were able to read for tonight.
And I figured Angel was one of the 5 that was hanging around the chat room.
And sorry. Oh, Angel Rivera? Yeah, probably. I hope so. And sorry we took so long and goofed off a little bit today, but
we're going to blame Gina's bark.
It's Gina's bark.
That's our story, and we're sticking to it.
So good. Oh, you're very welcome, YOLO. Hope to see you again. And happy holidays if we don't see you till after that. I see you, Angel. So, hey, thanks for sticking with us, Angel. Appreciate it. And hope you enjoyed the show. And you had a great reading. Jeez, I want that reading. It's just so great. And anyway, we'll see you all on Sunday, where we're giving away the Grimalkin Tarot. Be there or be square. We'll see you later.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.